today with the review for Basketball Wives Season 4, Episode 13. So let's get to the show. Alright, you guys. So the show opened where it ended last week, which was with the Sunset Cruise that Tammy, Shawnee, and Evelyn were on. I was trying to figure out how the cameraman was even recording because they were sitting like right on the tip of the nose of the boat. I was like, that man must be hanging on to the front of the boat like all wet and shit. No, they probably had the cameras rigged, you know, but it was weird the way they were like right there on the edge of the boat, and they anyway ain't got shit to do with nothing, huh? Anyways, you guys, Tammy has had a revelation. She is going to try to talk to Keisha. I was just like, oh, okay, Tammy. You done finally decided to get rational up in here, huh? Keisha done hightailed it back to the States, so I don't know when she gonna do some talking, but she ain't fixing to do it right now. Shawnee also, after the fact, tries to explain to Tammy exactly what Keisha meant. You know, Shawnee was just like, I don't think she meant it like she was gonna pop off, you know, that she could have made it worse and she could have kicked your ass or anything like that. I think she just meant that she didn't want to make it worse, so that's why she didn't say anything. And I was like, no, that's not quite it. Keisha was talking out the big and bad side of her neck. She did mean it kind of the first way. Not meaning that she was going to fight her or nothing, but she could have said some things that made Tammy look even stupider. So I know you was trying to diffuse it and everything, Shawnee, but that ain't really what she meant. Then, of course, the conversation travels off to where? Jennifer. I mean, for real, you guys, who the hell else do these girls have to worry about 24/7? I'm telling y'all, Jennifer must have it the hell going on because everybody wants to be her friend. Jennifer don't worry about damn one of them. She don't give a fuck about not a one of them. And every time these three get together, it is always eventually brought back around to Jennifer and why Jennifer ain't talking to him, or why Jennifer is acting the way she is, or why Jennifer, you know, I'm just like, I'm sick of this because the whole show is back on this whole why Jennifer is acting the way she's acting thing. They tell Evelyn for once and for all, for the 5th time, that she needs to try to solve her issues with Jennifer and maybe they need to talk, you know, for this last time to get it clear. Evelyn is going on and on about how she doesn't know who Jennifer is anymore, how she's fake and how she's phony and how she's not loyal to anybody. And listen, just because Jennifer is not loyal to you, Evelyn, does not mean that she's not loyal to somebody. Just because Jennifer is not your friend, Evelyn, does not mean that she does not have friends. Evelyn honestly can't believe that Jennifer has written her off and has just kind of just done away with their friendship. She cannot get over it. I know somebody in the comments is going to tell me that Evelyn is just missing her friend and that she's hurt and all that, but I don't want to hear that shit. Evelyn just cannot get over the fact that Jennifer the minion, Jennifer the follower, Jennifer her damn flunky has moved on with her life and is not paying Evelyn no more mind, honey. That ain't got nothing to do with being hurt. That's some fucking ego and pride that's been shattered. Since Jen and Kenya has made it in, Susie and Jennifer are sitting around having like a lunch or something. Jen is telling her that the whole scene there is weird. It kind of reminds her of her honeymoon and you know, blah, 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 blah. Jennifer looks like she is miserable. She would rather be having her toenails yanked off one by one with some pliers than to be up in Tahiti with everybody else. I am gonna think that the show made her go and probably was going to pull some litigation on her if she didn't show up. I don't really know. Nobody's really saying. I couldn't figure out why Jennifer would go because she, you know, she just is okay with Kenya and everybody else, you know, she could really take a lead. That might not be right, but I couldn't figure out why else she would even go. Susie, you know, brings up the fact that maybe Evelyn and Jennifer needs to talk again. And Jennifer is just like, no, it is done. I'm done. I'm not here for that shit. I'm here to do my fucking 7 days like my fucking contract says. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I don't want to talk to her. I got Livingston and Schwartz waiting for me back at their legal offices in the United States. And if any motherfucker around here feeling froggish, I'm gonna sue their ass, okay? I don't give a fuck if they just cracking their knuckles. If they look like they about to hit me, I'ma sue them. Jennifer says the same thing over and over. It's like, y'all, I'm so tired of this. Aren't y'all tired of it? And I don't blame her one bit. You know, Jennifer has had some rough times on this show lately, and she is entitled to how she feels. She's entitled to her opinions, and you know, I don't blame her. Now, Susie, Y'all already know. The bitch locked that message around her fucking ankle and the stork flies off to other girls and give them the message. Susie do kind of look like a stork, huh? She looked like the damn bird from the pickle commercial. The Vlasic commercials. Wait a minute, that's not no stork. That's a fucking pelican. She do kind of look like a pelican and a stork. Anyway, I'm getting off here. So Susie is telling the girls all that Jennifer says, and you know how she's not there for the drama and everything. You know, she just says that, you know, the place there reminds her when she was on her honeymoon. And you know, Evelyn just gets mad. Evelyn just stays mad. I mean, she's so mad about Jennifer all the time that, look, anytime somebody makes you this mad all the time, is they clearly have control over you. The minute that Jennifer's name comes up to Evelyn, it's like she gets all frothy in the mouth and she can't control herself. Like, she gets so mad. She is so emotional over this whole Jennifer thing. To make a long story short, they can't understand why Jennifer is acting the way she is, and that, you know, Shawnee and Tammy both are like, you know, neither one of us did anything to her. And that's true. Neither one of them really did do anything to her. Then they say that they believe that Jennifer is the one that's keeping the shit going. I don't see it on the show. I don't know what Jennifer does off of the show, but when I'm looking at it on the show, it seems like they're the ones that continuously keeps the shit going, because Jennifer never really talks about you guys. Jennifer doesn't really care. After the next day, and Jennifer and Kenya doesn't show up, you know, for the morning get together for breakfast or whatever, you know, the girls are bothered by that. Shawnee and Tammy like, we're gonna get somebody out the damn huts. Somebody is coming out, so you know, they go and get Kenya, and you know, they walk up to Kenya's hut or whatever, and you know, I'm real annoyed about it because, you know, the room stinks. They can smell it before they even get there, and you know, Kenya opens her door. She obviously has her patio open, trying to air the shit out. She has no idea what the fuck is going on. She probably thinks that it's the water. She probably doesn't realize that, I mean, who would think that some grown-ass women would put all these dead squid and shit all around the room and, you know, make you suffer that way? It's just stupid. It's like the childish thing. I didn't even talk about it last time because it was stupid to me, and now it's even more ridiculous that this girl is spending her damn vacation up in a room with a whole bunch of fucking dead fish. They get Kenya out of her room. Kenya is a bitch who wanted bad. The bitch has I want to fuck you up in her eyes. She is so ready for the rematch with Evelyn that she can taste it. And I'm telling you guys that I would have put all of my damn years worth of pay on Kenya. She was gonna really mop Evelyn's ass, because it ain't nothing like somebody who has the desire of revenge in their heart. So Kenya's sitting there, and you know, she's sitting at the head of the table, which was so funny to me because to me she had control of that table. Everybody kind of looking at her real kind of scary, like, oh my god, look at how she looking and everything. And I know she wanted them to think that she was crazy. She tells Evelyn that she didn't appreciate having a bottle and a plate thrown at her. And, you know, Evelyn was just like, oh, you should have watched what you said then. But now remember, Evelyn's sitting all the way over there, way over there. They got to talking about the comparisons of loose and whole. Kenya said she meant loose in like a free-spirited kind of way. Like, she didn't mean that she just slept with everybody. She meant that she was free-spirited. And I was like, bitch, you is stretching there. Well, I'm going to say somebody loose because, oh, no, I meant that you wear loose pants. You know, you loose because your pants is loose. I learned the other day from one of my viewers, a couple of my viewers, that when they was talking about that whole loose hole thing, that there is a difference. Hole means that you fuck people but you get paid, and loose means you just fucking all willy-nilly. I was like, good thing I learned something. Shit, I thought they was the same fucking thing. So what you're saying is that we need to know our subjects when we calling somebody loose versus whole. Okay, I got it. I got it. Then they get to talking about, you know, easy breezy, like everything's fine. You know, they filled Kenya in on the fight that Evelyn and Jennifer had at the racetracks and Naya. And, you know, Kenya wasn't there, so and Kenya is friends with Jennifer, so of course she would lean towards Jennifer's side. And Evelyn says that, you know, Kenya wants to be just like Jennifer, and that's why she leans towards her side, and also that, you know, she doesn't really know the situation. Kenya ain't like Jennifer when we talking about fighting her, because she was gonna whoop your ass, Evelyn. Now that she was gonna do. Then they get to talking about Tammy and Keisha's run-in at the island before they got there. And you know, listen, I need everybody to conclusively and collectively come to an agreement about who we gonna be friends with and who we gonna be enemies with, because the shit is confusing to me. One day Evelyn throwing bottles at Kenya, the next day, you know, Tammy is fucking going off on Kenya, and another time everybody going off on Kenya, and then here we are at the island and we all just buddy. Like, That's the fuck why Keisha got all thrown off, because she thinking like, well, damn, we was just homegirls just 2 weeks ago. Now all of a sudden I'm up here fighting with you up at, at the goddamn bar. Them girls are inconsistent. Like they pick a fight, when it's convenient for them. When they feel like having drama, then they switch the shit and it's confusing. And that is exactly why Kenya and Keisha can't never get their footing, because they don't know the fuck if they like them or not. So if I was Kenya, I would stay on my toes, because honey, next week they could be burning her ass at the stake. Kenya, you better watch your back. They get Kenya to go and get Jennifer and, to come on out and join the rest of them. And, Jennifer is just like, okay, I guess I can't stay in my room forever. Yes, the fuck you can. As a matter of fact, if that had been me, I'd have sat my ass in that room the whole 7 days, or however long they gonna be there. Look, a bitch would have got a masseuse to come up in there to have me some drinks. I would have been relaxing, meditating, reading, catching up on books. I would have done whatever the fuck I wanted to do without them. You ain't gotta go with them, Jennifer. Stay your ass up in that room. Jen comes out, and she looked like she's walking into the lion's den. I felt sorry for her, because you knew how that shit was fixing to go down. But she walks into the little bar, the only one bar that they got on the damn island, or the resort where they are. And, she kind of ignores them girls over there, and she walks over somewhere else and sits down at the table, another table with Kenya. So her and Kenya are sitting at the table, and they're talking. Kenya tells her how Evelyn apologized to her. And, Jennifer's like, oh, okay, good. She apologized to you. That's the Evelyn that I know. So, you thinking that it's going to be all good. Tammy and Shani, they upset that, she ignored them when they walked by. They can't believe it. So they walk up to her and they just like, oh, bitch, how you just gonna walk on by? Like, you done been here. You ain't said nothing. And you guys, now this is the part that bothers me about Jennifer. I don't understand why Jennifer can't just say exactly what the fuck she feels. Like, she always does. She won't say what she means. She was just like, I just got here. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I just been relaxing in my room. What the fuck you need to say is, I ain't came out my goddamn room because I don't like Evelyn. And I ain't too sure about the two of you guys. Obviously, you guys have aligned yourself with Evelyn. So I really don't trust y'all. And that's exactly why I'm not coming around talking to you guys. You guys let me get fucking slapped the last time that we was together. Why don't she just say that? Instead of come beating around the bush and, hemming and hawing about why the fact she ain't came out to say hi to him. Like I guess she was going to come out later on that day. If they hadn't gone and get her, ain't no telling when she would have came out that fucking room. So that gets on my nerves with Jennifer, because that would make me not like her. Like, say what the fuck you mean. Like, don't be big and bad on the one-on-ones, or when you're talking to Susie, or when you're talking to Kenya, but then don't say the same thing to Tammy and Shani, especially Shani. Like, what is Shani gonna do to you now? I know Tammy kind of crazy, but what are they gonna do to you, really? You know what ends up happening. Evelyn can't take it no more, so she walks over there and she's just like, I want to talk to you. Well, Jennifer is just like, I don't want to talk to you. So Evelyn ignores that and she sits down and she just starts in like, you know what? You the one that's keeping shit going. You the one that's keeping the problems going. You keep on talking and saying shit, and that's exactly why we can't get past this. Blaming the victim, you guys. The victim can't say what the fuck she wants to say. Like, look, if I felt like talking about the fact that I done been attacked, then I will fucking talk about the fact that I've been attacked. It's been the same shit all season long. I promise y'all, I swear for God, I was hoping that it was going to be something new. I wanted to hear her say something like, you stole a gig that I had. You talked down about my makeup at a press conference. You fucking slept with my man. You talked about my mama. Anything, you guys, other than the same old shit that we've been talking about since Italy. You fucking got on the radio station and talked about my dude, like Evelyn says. We don't date the same kind of people, Jennifer, like Evelyn says. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is 2 goddamn years. Has it been 2 years? It sure the fuck feel like it. You still mad about the fact that she talked about Chad and that she said that she don't sleep with the same kind of people that you do. It's like, Jennifer's just like, I can fuck who I want. Like, I'm telling y'all, it was so stupid. I needed thee to get thine ass over yon fucking bullshit, Evelyn. So, Jennifer, she gets up and she walks away. Well, Evelyn is following her, so the girls is following them because I guess they don't want no big fight. And Jennifer is ignoring Evelyn. Evelyn is throwing out shit. And then Evelyn starts throwing out the dirt. Now, this is really a low blow to me because, you know, she starts talking about how Jennifer was fucking around when she was married and everything. When you guys was friends, that shit was fine. You wasn't talking about what the fuck she was doing back then. But now that you guys are not friends, now all of a sudden friend A wants to throw all of friend B's bullshit out in the open. That shit ain't cool, y'all. That shit needs to be kept locked away because, yeah, Jennifer was married, but fuck, you knew she was married, Evelyn, and you was okay with it back then. Now all of a sudden it's bad. Now all of a sudden it's bad. No, you was just as guilty. You was protecting your friend who was fucking around on her husband. I don't like that. That shit is like dirty to me. Like, you know, she just don't have nothing else to throw at Jennifer, so now she want to tell her shit. So it's about to get even uglier. So if Jennifer was a loose fucking hoe, then Evelyn, so the fuck was you? Alright, you guys, that's it. It's so hot in this car. I have got to get out this car. You guys remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm itsrox. My channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar below. Okay? Alright. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.